She has been asked a version of his question more times than anyone could reasonably count. In interviews, in fan interactions, in the kind of casual settings where someone slips it in hoping the informality of the moment will catch her off guard and pull something unguarded out of her. And every single time, Shen Yue has answered with the kind of warmth that satisfies on the surface while revealing almost nothing underneath. She is extraordinarily good at that, at giving you enough to feel seen while keeping the most important things exactly where she wants them, protected, private, entirely her own. Which is why what just happened has sent this entire community into a state that can only be described as beautifully unhinged. Because this time, Shen Yue did not deflect. This time she did not smile and redirect and offer something safe. This time she answered the question, the real question. And what came out of her mouth has not stopped reverberating since. What she loves most about Dylan Wang. After everything, after all the years and all the chapters and all the moments that fans have collected and examined and held up to the light, trying to understand what exactly exists between these two people, she said it, out loud, in her own words, with that particular stillness she carries when she is speaking from a place so honest that even she seems slightly surprised by what is coming out. If you are not subscribed to this channel yet, this is your moment, because what we are about to walk through together is the kind of conversation this community exists for, and you do not want to be finding out about it 3 days late from someone else's recap. She did not start with the obvious things. She did not reach for his talent or his work ethic or any of the qualities that exist on the surface of who Dylan Wang is and are easy to admire from a distance. She went somewhere immediately deeper than that, and the directness of it caught everyone completely off guard. She said what she loves most about him is his consistency. Not consistency in the rigid mechanical sense of someone who simply shows up on schedule. She meant something far more specific and far more rare than that. She meant the consistency of who he is when nothing is required of him. When there is no audience and no expectation and no version of himself that needs to be presented to anyone. She said that the Dylan Wang who exists in ordinary, unobserved moments is identical to the Dylan Wang that the world sees. And she said that she had met enough people in her life to understand exactly how extraordinary that is. Let that land for a moment. Because in an industry built almost entirely on the careful construction and maintenance of public personas, Shen Yue just described Dylan Wang as someone who has no gap between his public self and his private self. No performance. No version of himself that gets packed away when the cameras stop. What you see is what exists, and she loves him most for that. But she was not finished. She kept going, and what came next is the part that dismantled people entirely. She talked about the way he handles her on her worst days. Not her difficult days or her tired days, but her genuinely worst ones. The days where she is not at her best, and is not pretending otherwise, and is simply in the middle of something hard. She said Dylan Wang does not try to fix those days. He does not arrive with solutions or redirections, or attempts to pull her back to a better feeling before she is ready to go there herself. He simply stays. He makes himself present in a way that asks nothing of her and requires nothing from her and communicates without a single word that she is allowed to be exactly where she is for exactly as long as she needs to be there. She said learning that someone could love you like that, without agenda, without the quiet pressure to perform recovery for their comfort, changed something fundamental in how she understands what love is actually supposed to feel like. The silence that followed that admission from the fans who were hearing it in real time was the loudest kind of silence. The kind that means everyone in the room just felt something simultaneously, and nobody wants to be the first one to break it because speaking would make it smaller. She then said something that reframed everything that came before it. She said that what she loves most about Dylan Wang is ultimately not any single quality she can name, but the cumulative effect of all of them together. The way his consistency and his patience and his quiet attentiveness and his complete absence of pretense combine into something that makes her feel, for the first time in her life, like being fully known by another person is not something to be afraid of. Like visibility, real visibility, the kind where someone sees all of you including the parts you would rather keep hidden, does not have to be a vulnerability. It can be a home. She said he made her understand that being truly seen could feel like safety instead of exposure. And that before him, she had not known those two things could be the same. The fan base has been in a collective emotional state ever since, and the responses flooding in from every platform reflect something deeper than the usual excitement that accompanies a Daishin moment. People are not screaming. They are sitting with it. They are sharing it quietly with the people in their lives who they think need to hear it. They are using her words as a mirror to examine their own relationships and what they have settled for and what they now understand they deserve. That is the mark of something that transcends celebrity and fandom entirely and touches the universal human experience of wanting to be loved without condition. Shen Yue did not just answer a question today. She articulated something that millions of people feel, but almost no one ever finds a language for. She described the rarest possible version of love, and she put a name and a face to where she found it. Wang has been quiet since her words reached him publicly, but his silence, for anyone who has learned to read it, is not emptiness. It is fullness, the kind that has nowhere left to go but inward. We will be right here when he finds his words. Do not go anywhere.